and welcome to Bitcoin Airsoft. So this is the VFC 1911. So I believe this is the first 1911 that VFC made, and currently I'm running a MEU M45A1 as my sidearm, and I've also done review on a KJ Works and AW 1911. So the overall finish of the 1911 it feels pretty rough. It's not a smooth finish, but I think it is on purpose, as a real Kimber 1911 is pretty rough also from what I've seen in the pictures. They have some sort of a matte sandy finish, and this has your pretty much standard 1911 stuff, your manual safety, your grip safety, and then your slide release, and it's only on the left side. There's nothing on the right side. It does not have a rail for light, but VFC does have a 1911 tactical rail attachment set that you can purchase separately. And this is the magazine. It holds 20 rounds, and I must say this magazine is pretty light to pick up with, and it doesn't feel like metal when I pick this up. It feels plastic actually. And I've rated in this against the KJ and the MEU magazine, and this one rating the latest at 150 grams against the KJ, which is 185, and MEU, which is 190. A little bit more on the magazine. So this only takes 20 rounds. I have both the Tokyo Marui MEU magazine and the M45A1 magazine, and they both perform pretty much the same on the VFC pistol, although the magazine has 26 BBs, but I can't really get them out if I shoot it normally. At chrono, when I'm shooting one round every like 4 seconds, I can empty out the magazine, but if I'm shooting normally or when I was doing rapid fire, I could not finish off the Marui magazine with the pistol. And the KJ one did a little bit better. At chrono, near the end, it still maintained about 0.7 joules. At normal shooting, at double tap, I could finish off the whole magazine, but without slide lock, and the last 2-3 rounds were pretty soft. And on rapid fire, I could finish off the VFC magazine. I can finish off about 20 rounds in the KJ magazine also, but on the Tokyo Marui magazine, I can only finish off about 16 rounds before it runs out of gas. And when you're inserting the magazine, there's a little section where it feels kind of stuck, but if you insert it fast, then you don't really feel it. And for the magazine, you're charging the gas in here instead of the bottom, so you're making the magazine a little bit more realistic. So that's the magazine. As for the pistol, as for the mag release, it's really stiff, and there's a strong spring. And I think it's a good thing, because sometimes when you're using a holster, sometimes if you lean the pistol against your body, you may accidentally press the mag release and accidentally drop the mag. And it did happen to me before with high kappa. And as for the trigger, it's a really hard trigger. At first it's really stiff, but now I've broken in a little bit, but I'm still getting about a 5-pound trigger force, and the reset is not really noticeable. So you don't hear any click. And since it has a heavy trigger pull, it might affect the accuracy of the gun. I mean, it might affect the shooter to affect the accuracy of the pistol, as some people might, pull the trigger really hard and it kind of jerks the gun on the right or on the left side, which happened to me during the accuracy test, as I will show you guys in a little bit. And you can adjust the hop up by turning the guide ward here, and you can hear the nice little click. So it's more convenient than taking the slide off for adjusting the hop up with the hop wheel. And you get a dummy firing pin at the end instead of a screw in here. So in terms of internal spec, I would say a lot of it is identical as MEU. I did try using the MEU slide on the VFC, and it does shoot, but then the hammers spot in here gets stuck in the underslide near the housing unit. So if you do want to use a Maui slide for some reason, you need to grind off this hammer or just switch out to a Maui hammer, then it'll work. So as mentioned, the heavy trigger pull, so I was trying very hard to try to eliminate some of the human error when I was doing the accuracy test. So at 15 meters, I get about a full hand size. And I did a fun little upgrade with the hop up. So right now I have the Unicorn hop up installed, and at the range, they were using a method to test the hop by shooting 5 shots at 10 meters. So I was doing that thing. So first, my control is my current sidearm, which is the Tokyo MEU and M45A1, so in black grouping. And then I shoot the VFC stock, which is in red. And then I did the Unicorn upgrade and did the accuracy testing again, which is in blue. And you can see the red and blue grouping is kind of horizontal on sideways instead of vertical. And that is exactly what I meant by the heavy trigger pull when I'm jerking my pistol on the side. But if you notice the vertical grouping, the Unicorn hop did a little bit better as it has a tighter vertical grouping than the stock VFC buckings and the Maui one. And the Maui pistol, I have the 9-ball installed because the stock one I shot I think I shot about 5,000 rounds and the buckings kind of won out. So in terms of shooting experience, it has a pretty nice recoil, but as for snappiness, it's not that snappy near the end because of the gas efficiency. And if you do want to get an alternative on the magazine, beside the VFC one, I would get the KJ one as it can carry more rounds and might have a chance to shoot more rounds. I shot about 30 mags during filming, and this slide stop here kind of got chipped, and I think it's because the slide catch didn't go all the way up, and somehow it only goes in here, and it kind of bends the slide metal a little bit in here. And one thing I forgot to mention is the bottom, the way that they cut the grip here. I think it will take CO2 magazine in here also. So this is for the review of the VFC 1911. Please let me know in the comments if you want to ask a question or say something about this. And stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time.